Hello there, and welcome to episode 33 of the State of Decay 2 coverage series. I'm your host Arky, and today we will be looking at some awesome new high-resolution images of the State of Decay 2 freak types. These images are not searchable online, and can only be found exclusively in this video, so I'd say it's screen capture time, if you know what I mean. And we also have an awesome nighttime image that was officially released by Undead Labs to celebrate their live State of Decay stream on Twitch, called Backseat Driver, where they bring a guest on to talk and play the first game in the franchise. So before we begin, there are new images of the State of Decay 2 freak types in high resolution that have surfaced and have been supplied to me by a State of Decay community member that goes by DJB204 on Twitter. This person did not say where these images have originated from and has opted out of giving these images context. But with that said, big thanks and appreciation to you, DJB204. I am definitely going off a limb showing these photos, but to be clear, there has been very little State of Decay 2 updates coming from Undead Labs or Microsoft. So I think it's fair that the community gets something to look at today while we patiently wait for more info and that very much anticipated spring release date. So with no further ado, here is the brand new nighttime image released by Undead Labs. So after we take a look and talk about this verifiable image, we will get into the new freak type images. So in this image, we see the beauty of nighttime in State of Decay 2. So this looks to be either early night or early morning, just from the positioning of the moon, which looks absolutely awesome and really shows the strength of the art direction team and the graphic designers at Undead Labs. Another thing you may notice in the new in-game picture is how the zombies' eyes are glowing with a viciousness that wasn't really apparent in the first game. What I really like is that not one of these Zeds use the same art assets, which is nice to see considering the reuse of art assets within the Zed design in the first game. So it's great to see the variety in design here. And this is just a pinch of the Zeds available to meet your hammer in this game, so that's exciting. So now we're going to take a look at the new freak type images supplied to us by DJB204. So our first image of the freak types is of the Juggernaut. So as you may know, the Juggernaut is a massive creature that can take a lot of bullets and a lot of hits. So I guess approaching this particular freak type is definitely going to be a lot easier if you have your friends by your side. So hopefully the Juggernaut isn't too much of a bullet sponge, but also difficult enough to at least warrant having your friends with you to accept the challenge of killing it together. Our second image of the freak types is of the Screamer. So I'm sure many of you know what the Screamer is. It's basically a zombie alarm. And when you approach these Screamers, they put out a large, deafening scream. So hopefully with the edge of having your friends on your side, you can find all the Screamers in any certain location and take them out as quick as possible. I really like the look of the new Screamers in State of Decay 2. They look fucking scary. So our third image is of the Bloater, and the Bloater is a gas bomb, and I really like what Undead Labs have done with the texture of this creature. It looks really disgusting. And there was a bit of information about the Bloater, and that there is possibly more than one type of bloater. So there might be one that explodes in more of a fiery way, and another that might explode in a more toxic and poisonous way. But we haven't had 100% proof of this, so take that with a grain of salt. But with that said, I like how they are changing what these freak types look like in State of Decay 2. So our fourth and last image of a freak type is of the Feral. So many of you probably know what the Feral is, and if you don't, then you probably never played State of Decay, because the Feral is one of the most annoying creatures in State of Decay, but annoying in a good way, because this creature can cause your game to basically end in a very vicious way, and that is of your favorite character being torn apart by the limbs and eaten alive, because the Feral is the most fast and vicious freak type in State of Decay. So it's nice to see her return to form with this particular freak type. Another thing I noticed about this freak type is that it is a lot more menacing, and it looks a lot buffer than it did in the first one. In the first State of Decay, the Feral looked a bit more like a frog than an actual feral human being, so I like the approach Undead Labs is taking with the Feral. So that is all the images we have today. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the State of Decay 2 coverage series. As always, I'm your host. I love you guys. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments section. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.